Hey guys, have you had a chance to get a copy of my new book, The Ultimate Ron Guide? If you are ready to build a remote online notary business, then this book is what you need. In this book, I give you all the information that you need to know in order to build a successful remote online business, no matter what state you're in, as long as your state authorizes remote online notarizations. Head on over to Amazon today and get your copy. You'll be glad you did.
Interested in working remotely from home with the ability to set your own schedule? Then contact Notary to Notary. Our online training program teaches individuals everywhere how to create and run successful notary businesses nationwide. Whether you're looking for supplemental or full-time income, we'll teach you the benefits of being a business owner, including time and financial freedom. Visit notarytonotary.com to learn more about our training program.
Hey guys, good morning, Grand Rising. Oh, that looks good. I might get some. Maybe. I haven't decided. We haven't quite decided yet. Grand Rising, happy rising. Good morning. I'm glad that all of you guys are awake. I'm not sure if you guys are off today or if you're still working today, but either way, we are going to talk about all things notary. And I'm going to be teaching you guys today about some notary business building techniques that I use in my notary business. So today, and that's why I said I'm just going to go live while I'm doing. I'm not going to stay live the entire time, but today is where I'm going to do an assessment of my notary business, my independent notary business, and kind of do some updates, refresh my website, Google business page, some of my content like my flyers or my emails. I'll do some research on the industry, see what's going on. And then like do client research to figure out, how I can maximize and increase my client base. With my loan signing companies, I'll go in and update my profiles and make some phone calls. I did that a lot on Friday too, to just continue to increase my signings and revenue with all areas of my business. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. I hope you guys had a great weekend, and I hope you guys, I'm looking at the chat. Hold on a second. Oh, I think I need to refresh. Hold on, guys. But yeah, so that's what we'll be talking about. We're going to be talking about how to build a successful notary signing agent business, but not just with loan closings, with a little bit of everything. So first, let's do some announcements, and then we'll get into the goods. So over the weekend, we had quite a few trainings. We had a few, and we had people in the space, over the weekend too. It was a lot of fun. But there was something I wanted to tell you from last night. I'm drawing a blank. It'll come back to me. Let's go over some of the events that we have coming up, so you guys are all up to speed. We do have a fingerprinting class coming up this Saturday. It's a virtual training, so if you have not registered for that, make sure you do. Of course, with all of our virtual events, there is the replay that will be sent out, so you guys can attend virtually. Adora, I think I just sent you an email. I don't know if that's your name on your email, but I just literally emailed somebody named Adora, and I think that's you. All right, so that's our fingerprinting class. So you can see how you can diversify and add fingerprinting to your notary business. I'm going to do a wedding one soon too. I met this most amazing wedding officiant that came in here I might see if I can get him to come on here and talk to you guys, because he started his business during the pandemic, and I think he said 2019 or 2020, whatnot. Anyway, long story short, he's making about 70 grand. All he does is weddings. And he said most of them are on the weekends. He does some on the weekday. And he was like, just giving me some more insight. And I'm always like getting feedback in on how we can increase our revenue. He says an industry that it didn't matter when, people were still getting married. And he was telling me all the tea, honey. Listen. So I'm excited about that. But I think I want to see if I can get him to come on here and teach you guys too. But yeah, so diversification is what we're talking about, adding income streams to your business as you continue to grow and build. So let's talk about it. So fingerprinting is coming up on Saturday. Okay, we do have a promo code going on right now, and this is for the courses. So promo code Jumpstart is 70% off for the courses for today. Today's the last day you can use it. Our next promo won't be until Black Friday, and then we're doing another one in December. So we have 3 more promo codes for the year. So make sure you get in while you fit in. But when we don't have promo codes, you guys know we have payment plans too. So we are, working with you guys as well. Now, on the 18th, we have a free training for remote online notary. So if you're interested in learning how to add remote online notary to your business, there's the link for that. You can go ahead and get into there. Okay. I hope you guys are having an awesome, amazing day. I am. All right. October 22nd, we have an e-notary training that is in person and virtual. So that's October 22nd. Finally caught alive. Hey, hon. And then that's it for October. November, we have 2 trainings. The classes go a little light. So this is your time to get in, because we only have about 2 trainings in November. In December, we have 2 in-person trainings and virtual for in-person and virtual for notary and general notary work and e-notary. Outside of that, then October 29th, I'm sorry. October 29th, we have a business credit class. That's coming up again October 29th. So that's going to teach you how to leverage other people's money to generate income for your business. I'm currently in the process of getting another line of credit for another company. So I'm telling you guys, and it's this wonderful, awesome, amazing woman on Instagram. I love all of her content. Ellie, we did the Think If It conference together, and I just started binge watching all of her content. She's so brilliant. I can't remember her last name, but I think her Instagram is Ellie Talks Money. Definitely check her out. You guys know I always will tell you guys when there's things out there that you should definitely look into, because not one person knows everything. And when you're able to collaborate with other people, you're able to learn more and further increase and grow quicker. Even like me and Tamika, I need to call Tamika. Tamika, love you. Don't look at my nail. I broke it. But like even with Tamika, like Tamika comes in and she tells me stuff, and after she comes in, I'll tell her stuff, because we work together. That's pretty much anybody that I interact with. If I learn something, I'm going to tell you, because I want you to also have that advantage, be able to take that next step to grow your business. Okay. So 2 major events coming up is Launch Ron. So Launch Ron 2023, that is still on early bird special. That ends at the end of this month. And then it's just regular price to attend. It's a 4 or 5 hour event that's teaching you all things. Yes, I love me some Ellie. Okay. It's teaching you all things remote online notary. So it's going to be me, Susie from the NNA, Roger from Secured Signs, who was a surprise guest, and then we have Amy from Cyberize It. And my thing in particular is going to be teaching you about how to actually generate leads for your e-notary business. So like today, I actually have 2 e-notaries to get done, and then I have a big one I got to do tomorrow that's actually going to have 6 people on the session, and we got to go through a whole lot of documents. And so I feel like e-notary is definitely great, but I think a lot of people don't know how to generate those leads to do those closings. And it's not me personally. I don't really get, I just thought about something. I don't really get into, I'll do the e-closings, but I'm more so like just general notary work, because it's quicker, it's easier, it's less documents. I don't know, get in, get out, right? My personal preference, but of course it's up to you. So, okay, I'm gonna hit the questions in just a few seconds. Let me finish doing these events. So, Launch Ron, that is December 3rd. It is recorded, so you can watch the replay. And last but not least, closing out the year is our Notary Explosion 2023. That is going to be an amazing event. We have 8 speakers in total that are going to be teaching you guys how to build your business in 2023 on your own terms. And so we're maximizing a lot of different diversifications in the notary space and really doubling down. And so you can see, well, I don't know if you can see the complete list right now of who's speaking, but you will by the end of the week. We have everybody. Susie, Amy, Daniel Lewis, who else am I thinking? Judy, I gotta call Judy. So did you guys see, first of all, let me stay focused. The Notary Explosion 2023 is I want to say it's 8 hours. It's an 8-hour event. It's all day. Of course, it's recorded. It's on super early bird special. So, we did it 3 ways. It's 3 different tickets. It's super early bird. It's $47 if you get it before October 15th. So that closes. Oh, that's Friday. I definitely thought it was Saturday. I may move it to Saturday because most people are busy on Friday, but it's set to close October 15th. And then early bird registration will go until December 1st, if I'm not mistaken. And then, it's regular price after that. And so that event is an 8-hour event. Of course, if you can't stay on for 8 hours, don't you worry about that, sweetheart. It's going to be lots of prizes, giveaways, but there's homework for that event. So that homework will actually start in around November. Well, we'll start emailing out the tasks we want you guys to complete before the event. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. So definitely make sure you register for that today so you can secure the super early bird rate. Okay. And last but not least, if I'm not mistaken, is all of our wonderful, awesome courses online. Now, let's do some questions and then let's just jump right into what I feel like is the basics of your assessment of your notary business. And I do this, it really just depends. If I'm rocking and rolling and it's a whole lot happening, I may not get to it, but like once a month. But I definitely try to do it at least quarterly, where I just review and assess everything in my independent notary business to see what am I doing, how can I increase it, how can I make it better. Okay. All right. So let's hit some questions. I'm new to all of this, so much info. Can you tell me what fingerprinting class is about? So fingerprinting is something that you can add on to your notary business. And we talk about that in our non-notary work course. So it's something that you can do without having to be a notary. You can get these little ink pads, ink sheets, or you can do the live scan machines. A lot of people, the notaries that I know, well, some people are doing both. I'm just sticking with the ink right now. I think I will move into live scan. Maybe maybe next year. I feel like right now where I personally am, I more so want to double down on these weddings. It's just so fun. They're just so fun. And it's just like, I don't know, it's like a party. It's a party. But anyway, teach your own. Teach your own. Hold on. Good morning. Good morning. I'm new to the game. I'm just starting. I appreciate all of your knowledge. You rock. Thank you, Cheryl. You're the best ever. All right. So let's kind of start talking about the notary business in itself. You guys ready? You have your notes out. You have some pen and paper so we can start talking about this stuff. And all of this stuff. Oh, the other thing too. So for the rest of the year, me and my team are going to be adding content into all of the courses. So if you're in the non-notary work course, you guys know I already added content to that. I added a sample apostille intake form. I added different forms that you need to use for apostille, apostille, however you want to call it. But what we're doing is we're going through all the courses and we are editing, fine-tuning, but adding a whole lot of content. And so today, that's what I'll be doing. I'll be working on more documents, more videos to add to the course based off of questions that you guys have asked before. And so a lot of that too is just me working on my business. So like when I go over a lot of this stuff with you guys today, I'll be adding, and you'll know because if you log into your course, you'll see like if you finished it and it's at 100%, it'll just go back down to like 75%, and then you'll know. And what I'm trying to do too is send emails out when I add content, so you know, okay, it's new content in this course. Let me go get it. If you've already finished your course. But a good way to know too is if you just go to your student dashboard and you know if you're at 100%. If I add new content, it'll put you back down to like 75, or depends how much content I add. Okay. I don't know which of your courses are best for newbies. I would highly recommend the Ultimate Notary Bundle. And so that training includes general notary work, notary signing agent, e-notary, and tax and financial management. So it's the basics that you need. Plus, you have that promo code that's going to make 70% off. So that's hands down what I would recommend for anyone getting started. Okay. All right. So let's start talking about it. So the way I broke up, and I'm working off this notepad here. Oh, thank you, darling. Cheerio. Cheerio. You're the best ever. Good morning. All right. So, and Mom, when you come in here, we can work on yours too. Well, this is a family affair. Okay. You know, everybody that I know are notaries now. All right. So let's go. Why are you being weird? You could have just came and looked in the picture. All right. So let's talk about. All right, so let's go over this list that I made as far as the things that I would update. So what I'm going to be working on today, first is my website and my Google business page. And so I'll show you guys my website really quick so you can see what it looks like. This is my personal notary website. And I'll tell you, I do need to make some updates and some changes. Okay, so let me share. What is happening today? All right, share screen to here. All right, so this is my personal notary site here. There are a few things I want to change. For example, I have not updated my favicon. Fun fact, if someone can tell me what a favicon is, you get a prize. What? You guys know we do prizes all the time. If you can tell me what a favicon is, you get a prize. What is a favicon? And I'm going to write it down so I remember who gets the prize for favicons. So one thing I need to do with my notary business is update my favicon on my website because it's just, I used Weebly to build my website. I did that years ago and I wouldn't necessarily call it, okay, so logo where. Okay, I need to be really specific in order to win. Logo where, okay, or picture where. I need to be extremely specific. Okay. So when I built this website, it was several years ago, and I go back and update it. I will tell you that I'm not completely pleased with this website, and the only reason why I haven't updated it before is because it has been working for me. So as long as people are still going on there and submitting requests, everything broke, don't fix. No, I'm not kidding. It's not broken, but it can definitely be optimized. Okay. Logos for social media platforms and it's the icon on the website. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. But your name says Facebook user because I'm using StreamYard, so I can't see what your name is. So can you put your name in the chat, darling, for me? And also send me an email to info@notarytonotary.com. So favicon is the image or logo that's at the top of the tab near the URL bar. Angelique! Aw, I already have your email, but just send me an email anyway, just so I can remember to send it to you. Good morning. We're working on notary businesses today. Do you want to come and sit down and talk? And I'm on a live. I gotta do disclaimers because people will cut up today. Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Okay. All right. So the website we're talking about, well, I did mine's on Weebly. Mom, you're on Weebly too, right?
Yes.
What do you do? Have your notary site on? Or you don't have a notary website? What? Hippity hoopla. Okay. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is update my favicon. You can't see it, but I can see it. You can't see it because I screen shared. Okay. What I would say to you guys is I would get into this class that I did that's called How to Rank on Google. And I had a training. I had a How to Build Your Own Notary Website training. I don't know where that is. Where is, you know what? I don't think I want to hear your mouth. But what I have the replay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add the replay to How to Rank on Google. Because I did a whole training on how to build your notary website. I'm going to add the replay to How to Rank on Google. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So if you have that, look out for, if you have that course already, look out for that new content. Because I did it as a live session on Webinar Jam. All right, so let me see. Add website build, and that's what we actually built a website together. Add website build to how to rank on Google. I have a lot of content that I haven't added into all the courses, so I just need to take time today to do that. So I would definitely get into that training if you need help. Which, guys, building your notary site is not something that it's one and done in one day, and that's people mess up a lot. So if I ever see a decrease in people submitting requests and things on my site, then I will definitely reach out and get things fixed. So when I'm looking at my site, the very first thing that's here is my call to action. And so on your notary website, if you do not have a call to action on the very first page, you need to add one. So my call to action is request your notary. And that's going to stay there. I'm not changing that. I might change my picture, but that's it. I'm going to leave it just like that. But so when people go to my site, they don't have to be confused. They know they can request their notary, and it's going to take them to request the notary page. Same day service available. And then there's a little tidbit here that they can talk about. And then they can also request different services, whether that's in-person notarizations, e-notary, apostille, fingerprinting, wedding officiants, or real estate closings. They can also upload their e-notary files. And that's really important for me with my e-notary clients, because it makes it so much easier when you put the request in that they upload the documents at the same time, because I can knock out like 3 steps. Like, all I need you to do is upload your documents, name and email. We can be done in 5 minutes. That's it. Right. And so I added that because that was really, really important. And also I have a survey on my website because I want to know how people are finding me. I'm going to change these options though, because I don't want to just be internet search, ad friend. No, I think that's not really how people find me. So I probably would have mine say word of mouth, internet search, Instagram, Facebook, Notary Business Center, things like that. Like that way it helps me know which forms of marketing are most effective. And so I highly recommend you have that kind of follow-up survey on your, however you want to do it, so you can know where are most of my clients coming from, and you're not just, shooting the breeze trying to figure that out. And actually I could have just logged in and edited while I'm in here, but I'm going to edit it. Let me write that down. Edit my survey. These links also link, they're correct. They go to where they're supposed to go. So make sure that yours do the same thing. I also have a notary blog, and I recommend adding a blog to your site. And the reason why I add blogs to my site is for SEO purposes. So I add blogs, I add content, I add links. And these things help me to rank higher on Google because it shows me as more reputable. I have more credible sources that are connected to this website. So Google is more inclined to share it as a valid point of contact for people looking. I'm going to change this because so this is what I wanted to work on today. So here, when it says our services, I want to change this to when people click on one of these links, fingerprinting, weddings, courier, inspection, apostille, that it will take them to a separate page that explains fingerprinting, how the services works. I typically don't put rates on my site, and then they can also submit the request individually. So it's more page, more content, more links, more credibility. And then I can also have links to other content. So other like NNA articles or other industries that submit credible articles that I could tag. So let's say someone says, well, what's apostille? Maybe I will link it to maybe an article that the Secretary of State put out, or something like that's public but credible. That's going to help me, rank. So like, for example, I linked my Forbes article. If you guys didn't know, I was definitely on Forbes and still am on Forbes. Shout out to Forbes. Okay. And so I linked to that article, which helps me a lot with ranking because Forbes is a reputable company. So when I link that way, it helps me Google realize that I am not, a fly-by-night company. She's reputable. She posts consistently. And so people always ask me, like, how often should I post? I always say, how often do you want to get paid? Post that often, and if you can't commit to, every day, at least once a week. I don't post every day on everything, but I post every day on something. And so I recommend that you do the same thing. How do you add a blog to your site? So in the training that I just talked about, I show you how to do that. If you use Weebly, actually depends on what you're using. I recommend Weebly or Wix. but there's modules on the side of Weebly and Wix that you can put those things there. And then let me see if I can log in really quick. Oh, you know what? So when you go in, because I have to actually close, I have to log in, and I have to, just give me a second. I'm trying to figure out the best way to tell you. When you log into your back office for Weebly and Wix, on the left-hand side is different widgets, or however you want to call that you can drag into your site. So, and you can also add new pages. And so if you make a new page and you call it the blog page, it's going to be formatted for that. It's really hard for me to explain without looking at it, but that's how you would do it. And it's already formatted. You write your articles, you post them. I create all of my images in Canva. Canva.com is what I would recommend you use because it's free. They do have a paid version, of course. Also, side note, if you have a nonprofit, you can actually use Canva's Pro version completely free. So we're able to do that as well. So it's if you have a nonprofit. If you don't, don't worry about that, sweetheart. Okay. All right. So this is a page I'm going to update for me personally. I'm going to fix this up. I'm going to add a whole lot more content, a whole lot more links, and that's going to help me rank higher on Google. And I know a lot of people, when I talk about that, it kind of goes over your head. Also, I'm going to change this. I do not like this anymore. It's just not appealing to me. Something about it is just not giving me vibes. So I want to change this. I just don't know what I want to change it to, but I want to change it to something. But that's pretty much what I'm going to be working on when I say I'm going to work on my website. Okay. So I would recommend you take those things and, add them to your list of things to do. The next thing I'm going to do is my Google business page. Okay. So I'm going to go to Google business profile and I'm going to share in just a second so you guys can see what I would do. Do I want to do on-time notary? Oh, I disabled this one. Okay, hold on. On-time notary, I notarize Notary Business Center. I'm gonna do on-time notary because I had a personal I got to go into Google and make some changes. I was trying to figure out how I want to do that. So I want to have on-time notary, my main notary, because I also have Vanessa Terry mobile notary as a Google business page too. But I think Google's getting upset with me because I'm having so many pages with the same address. But I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do on-time notary because this is basically what I would do with all of my pages. So, and there's a training on YouTube and inside that how to rank on Google that goes over Google business page if I'm not mistaken. All right, so share screen to Okay, so this is my on-time notary Google business page. It is live and it is active. If you ever want to know if yours is live or active, just go to the info tab and it will tell you if it is live or active. This location is updated from Google users. Review this. I'll do that in a minute. 8 to 8, 8 to 8. Okay, real estate closings. So people can make suggestions to your Google site, and you can either accept it or decline. I just accepted it because all that they were saying was true. So I left it there. All right, so this is my Google page. Well, this is the info tab. What I would do is first I go in and look at my reviews. I do that first. So let's go reviews, messages, and then posts. So I go to my reviews. I've responded to everybody because I told you guys the key is that you need to respond. I didn't respond to, okay, no, this is my new listing. This is the new listing. This is not the one I regularly have. So I only have 4 reviews on this, and I'm 2 of them on this page. But I need to respond. So let's say, ooh, I don't like that review, but I'm going to respond to it. Thank you for using your notary business page. Okay, so I responded to that one. So I don't have any that here it goes. Haven't responded. I got to respond. I need to do that. Okay, so I'm going to do responses, even though 2 of them are mine. My other page has all of my reviews on it, but this is one that I'm going to try to link to my website, and I need to build this one up. So this is where I'm going to kind of be starting from the ground up. Hold on a second. What I'm going to do is make post, and this is where I go to make post. So Here you got all offers, what's new, events, things like that. So I'm going to create content here. So let's say I go like, oh, you know what? Let's say I do events. Let's say I do events. Keep your customers updated by sharing an event. I can go here and post one of my events that I have coming up, add their photos, the links, things like that. But in so doing, it's going to help me rank higher on Google. So I make posts, and this is not the one I normally build on, but I would make posts at least once a week on here. You can also turn on, I don't want to go here because you guys might see my people's messages, privacy. I would go to messages and I would turn on messages so people can text me. That's why I clicked off, because I want to use people's messages that, just for privacy reasons. You can also see people who called, and then you have services. So services should have, so this was added. I'm going to accept that someone added real estate closings. These are all my services here. So I go and I add as many as I can think of, because when people are searching for something, anything they may type in will come up here. Did I put apostille on here? I did. Okay. Does that make sense? How do I link my site to my Google business profile? So you could do it a number of different ways. One is when you put your website on your Google business page, it's already linked. But then you can also make an article about, your Google business page, and you can put like a review section and put your review link on your website. So actually, that's a good idea. I'm going to do that. And you can integrate your Google business page with your website. So where all of your reviews will go on the bottom, like how we have at Notary to Notary. We synced our Google business page to our website, so all of our reviews also show up on our website too. So I want to say it depends on what you're using it on. We did that with GoDaddy, and that's as simple as adding like a little widget, but a plugin. But on Weebly, you can do plugins. I'm trying to make it not complicated. They may have a widget, like a little widget box, like how you do like the blog or, a little post that you can sync your reviews. I feel like I saw that. If not, it would probably have to be adding a plugin to the site. But I'm going to do it today and but I would look at that. I think when you log in, there's a button that says reviews, or like, that you can sync it to. Otherwise, it has to be a plugin. Okay. So that's what I would do with my Google business page. Respond to my reviews, create posts, make sure everything is right. Okay. The next thing I'm going to be doing is me personally today, I'm going to update my voicemail, because I don't like it. So I'm going to update my voicemail, make it nice and fresh. And it's going to be something simple, like thank you for calling Vanessa Terry's Mobile Notary Services, or I may say On Time Notary, feel free to leave me a message, shoot me a text, but of course it's going to be more professional than that. I also added to my phone, if you haven't done that already, where people can, like if you're Team Apple, yes. But if you're not Team Apple, it's okay. I'm sure there's a version for you. I'm just kidding. All right. So, you know how you could do automated responses? So one of my responses basically says, something along the lines of, thank you for contacting, my notary, whatever what company name is. And then it'll say, I'm either in a meeting or in a closing right now, but I am available to assist you with your notary services. Feel free to respond via text, and I can text you back. I forgot how I worded it. And then, or it says, or give me a few minutes and I'll return your call. And when I do that, people usually will text and say, hey, can you notarize this document? Because let's say if I'm in a closing or in a meeting and someone calls me and I can't call them back for like 20 minutes, they can call a lot of notaries in 20 minutes, right? But if they call me, you know how you decline the call, but you can decline with message. So if you go to your settings, I don't know how you do it on an Android, so don't ask. Is it the same way?
Yeah, they can decline with a message.
Is it in your settings and then messages? Not trying to relate to the Androids, and you have an iPhone.
But I used to have one, and I actually like them better.
Get out. Get out. Get out. Okay. All right. So if you go to your settings, let me see how you can do it. Mom, you have an Android, don't you?
I do.
You know how to change your automated messages?
Go to my voicemail. It's not whether she has.
No, honestly, I asked you that knowing that you probably didn't know. So that was a setup.
The phone is only
It was the fact that I said, Mom, do you know how to change your automated messages? Mine was talking about text messages. She said, I'm going to go to my voicemail. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Okay. Michelle Rita said the phone is only as smart as the person using it. Don't do that. Okay, so get them, Mom. Get them. All right. So in mine, in Apple, you could just go into your automated messages and then, it's in your text messages. And then you can, like when someone's calling you and you hit decline and it says decline with message, you can change those messages. So like you can pick what you want to say to who. I know that you know.
No, she knows too. It's on there. She's done it before to me. What?
But you can edit those messages, what I'm saying.
Yeah, you can do custom messages.
Yeah, but okay, so when someone's calling, if you do custom message, it lets you text them now. But if you go into your settings, you can change those messages. So the messages you want to send out for people, like let's say it's your notary call. I do it to everybody. If I don't have your number saved, you could be a notary calling. You get calling for a notary service. I just pick that message.
Right.
And that way I don't have to type it out every time.
I'm looking for it now. Where is it at?
Rita, help! She gonna help you, Mom. She being extra. But yeah, so I do that, and that helps phone settings, quick decline messages. Is that on an Android? You said that was on an Android? She said it was phone settings, quick decline messages.
Okay.
Did you see it?
No.
So like on mine, when I go to phone and it says respond with text, I can change, and it says you. Oh, I went back and read my message. Hold on. Nope. It wanted me to read it because it's so long, but I typed it in there. Anywho.
Oh, yeah. I see.
Okay, so he said on an Android, it's message settings.
Yeah, he's right.
More settings.
Right
quick.
You see it? Quick
Why your phone so dark? Okay.
Because I'm black.
Yeah.
Mom, you're not even black, bro.
First of all, we're on live. First of all, and we're back. Okay, so here you see where it says quick decline messages. You could just type, thank you. But I'm gonna wait. She over there having a whole situation.
She's weak. The fact that she's not black. That's crazy.
I'm gonna go ahead and update my voicemail today, so I can have a new voicemail message that's being played. But my text message is already edited, so I'm good with that. If you don't have automatic text messages, set that up. Okay. All right. So the next thing I would do, my website, my Google business page, my phone is good. The other thing I would do is my business card. So I do need to order more business cards. I'm going to go to Vistaprint. I create an account with Vistaprint, so I don't have to keep creating my cards each time. All I do is log in and hit reorder. And I usually do 500 cards at a time, and I'll do retailmenot.com for the promo codes. If you can't find some on Retail Me Not, I also have a plugin with Capital One that will scour the internet for codes, but never pay full price. Okay, listen. Retail Me Not is you can hear her say that. They can hear you say that.
Say what?
Because I'm black.
No. By the way,
I apologize for her behavior. It's been I don't even know what it is. We just started today, so I don't really know. Can I get some broccoli?
She's not.
Because at this point, I think I need some broccoli. We got a little vegetable tray over here in the Notary Business Center. I think I need some broccoli, some carrots, and some celery. At this point, we're gonna have to start over. Celery
gotta be VeggieTales.
VeggieTales, broccoli, celery. You should have not said the answer because that could have been a prize for them. VeggieTales.
I was just singing the song. My bad.
Is this ginger tea?
Possibly.
It's good.
What?
Okay, my mom said thank you for telling her about her settings because she would not have figured it out on her own. Can I tell them a joke about you?
Don't you always?
I don't think I like your attitude.
Dang, sorry.
So I asked my mother because we were talking about e-notary, and I was like, we're trying to see if she was ready for that life, And I said, Ma, what's 3 internet browsers?
Oh Lord.
And she said, hold on. Well, what did you say? I know she said Google, Yahoo.
Mom, Yahoo's not
What was
good.
the other thing you said? You said Google, Yahoo, and something else. What did you say? It was not a browser, for the record. And I was like, Ma, no. First of all, Google's not a browser. It's a search engine. Okay.
Well, she could say
Google
Chrome.
Chrome. No, that's what she said. She said Google, Yahoo, and Chrome. That's what she said. Google, Yahoo, and Chrome. That's what you said. I was like, okay, put the Google and the Chrome together. Okay, let's start there. But don't worry, I educated her on the browsers. Okay. She knows what they I hope so. I hope she knows what they are now. I took my notary exam and I failed. I received a 70 and the passing score is 80. Are you talking about my exam or the NNA exam? If you failed the NNA exam, you could take it again. My exam as well, too. If I have a training in the notary signing agent training, go take that. Do my module. You should pass. If you do that, do the module that's just on the NNA exam. Do that and then immediately go take the exam and you should pass. Okay. The NNA in the course, it says NNA NSA training. When you do it, all the questions they're very similar. They're not the same. They're very similar. Okay. The question, listen, don't just click through. Listen to it. So the way I did it is I read the question, then the choices, and then I told you the right answer and I explained why. Okay. So go through that. It's in the Notary Signing Agent Part 1 in my course. Okay. My mom didn't name any browsers either. Listen. Okay. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is order my business cards because I did run out. Well, I got a few left, but I need a lot. Listen. And I'm going to do mine on Vistaprint. I'm going to do mine on Vistaprint. So that's next. The next thing that I do, I focus on my foundation. The next thing I do is I go through all my emails. So my main email account it's a Gmail for my personal notary business. And so I go through all that, clear it out. I update my signature, guys. You should have a nice signature on your email. So if you don't know how to create a signature on your emails, just go to settings. And then it's underneath signatures. And then and there's actually free websites that will create signatures that look really good for you. Let me tell you something really quick. Email signature creator. Because sometimes I'll be like, I don't know how to do this. Like it's something that will teach you how to do everything at this point. So HubSpot has one, My Signature IO, free mailsignatures.com. Like I'm just gonna share this search query and you guys can fiddle around in that. But basically it's an appealing email. I look at my nail, I touch up my nail. Template. And so you just copy it and paste it into your email settings under signatures. And now whenever you respond to messages, it has, for example, your name, your title, your website, your email, your tagline, all right there. And it looks professional. Okay. We're going for professionalism.
How nice does it show up like yours?
Are you on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter?
Oh, Facebook.
Well, I'm not on Twitter. You're on Facebook. What is it supposed to show up like?
Oh, so where are you?
I'm on StreamYard.
Oh, what yard is that?
Oh my goodness. The yard that we stream.
Okay.
I have a signature on all of my emails. So I just think it's a really good thing to do. So just add that to your to-do list. Okay, so I'll go through that. I'll make sure all my emails are taken care of. I go through all my folders. We can have an organization class because a lot of people are not organized in business, and that's part of your reason why you're not successful. So like all of my folders are named. All my folders are titled. I go through them periodically. If I don't do it monthly, I'll do it quarterly. And I'll go through and make sure because sometimes we have tasks that we need to do and we put it in a folder and we forget about it. So I'll go through and make sure there's no one I forgot to talk to. I'll go through and do my follow-ups that way. Let's say a business is not as successful as I want it to be. I have a folder called potential clients. I go through that folder and I start sending emails out, things like that. So I go through my emails and I'll do that. Okay. Next on my revamping. So, all right. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is now the actual revenue generating portion. So I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 areas that I'm going to focus on today. Okay. The first thing is nursing homes and hospitals. So that goes under my general notary work. So I do have that flyer, and I'm going to show you guys. And I put it inside the training, and it's inside the nursing homes and hospitals training. So this is the flyer that I use right here. Okay. Ta-da. That's my flyer. It's inside the nursing homes and hospitals training. If you don't have that course, go grab it. Make sure you use that promo. And what I'll do is I did hit some. I need to hit some more. I thought about going out today, but I forgot today was I forgot that today is a holiday for some. Okay. I don't know. You have to try to be politically correct. It's not to everybody.
It's a holiday. It's a
Okay, not getting into this. That's why I don't talk about it. That's why I don't talk about it. We're not talking about it, and we're not talking about it, and we're done. So I was gonna go out today and do some marketing, but I figured today may not be the best day because some things are closed. That is all. Now, what? You have to make sure you stay politically correct. Otherwise, I'm telling y'all, if I don't stay politically, y'all be surprised who hops in my inbox, in my chats. Like, actually, let me tell you something. So I just try to stay out the way and try, it's hard. It's hard. It is really hard. Because anywho, so I'm not gonna go out today because some places are closed, and I'm not, I want to maximize my effort. But so I'll go out tomorrow and hit some of those. But I do have all of mine printed out. I have my map of where I'm going to go, what facilities I need to hit, but I'll just do that tomorrow. Okay. The next thing is, and if you don't have that training, I put the link in there so you can go in there. Marketing to banks tips. So when I go to banks, I do my banks a little bit different. I do my banks a little bit different. And that's because I have other. So, all right, let me think. I was just a notary and not like a trainer. And I have like other things that I do. I would probably talk to the branch manager. But like, I mean, if you're trying to get clients from them, I probably wouldn't cold. Like, it just depends. Because I've went into banks just cold walking in. And they'll sometimes say, oh, we have our own notaries. We don't need you. But sometimes they'll say, oh, sometimes we do have overflow. Like right now, where we are right now, there's 2 banks right next to us. And so I went to both, and they both said, oh, yeah, we'll send everybody over when we are. One bank doesn't do notaries at all. The other one does, but she's not always there. They're notaries. So she said, we'll just send them right across the street to you. So that was good. So you can make that introduction and, start the conversation. Only thing you do is go in and start talking. You can send emails, go in and start talking. Okay, I wouldn't call. I would either email or go in for a bank. Okay. All right. So that's how I would do my nursing homes and hospitals. I would go out. I also will probably send some of these in mailers as well too, so I can kind of maximize my time, in case I don't, I can't hit everybody, today or tomorrow. So I might mail some out too, just as an extra follow-up step. So that is what I would do with nursing homes. The next thing I'm going to do is with my signing services. So I'm going to go through my Notary Assist and go through all of my clients and make sure all my profiles are up to date. Email, call. But I'm also going to go through my ultimate signing and title company list. Do y'all know I've still not worked that entire list? And that's okay. You don't have to work the entire list. You just have to be working. As long as you're working and you're making money, you're good. You don't have to have 5,000 clients to make 10,000 a month. So you guys know that was always my goal since 2016. That's what I was able to maintain, is $10,000 a month for my notary business. I've never had 5,000 signing companies and title companies. I have not had like 5,000 in like this signing company, this. No. But what I do is I market and I build relationships. And so what I will do to kind of refresh my list and get some fresh names in, I'll go through my ultimate signing and title company list, because there is a longer list of signing companies in there. If you're in the notary signing agent training, there's a list of 50. If you're in the coaching, there's a list of 100. And I'm going to go through that list and I'm going to do their applications. I just did, what's that one? Can you pass me that? This company on Friday is called Timios. And I used to actually do a lot of work with them probably like in 2016, 17, but I haven't heard from them in years. And I think it was Tamika was like, oh yeah, I do a lot with them. And I said, I used to work with them. But what happened? I didn't keep the relationship going. So now I went ahead and reapplied, and I'm gonna call and build that relationship back up. And so the application is online. You got to print it off and submit it with all your credentials. But that's what I'm saying. It's always more work out there. It's always more clients out there. There's always more work to be had. You know, if you're looking for work too, you can find with my signing service, On Time Notary. You just got to go to signingorder.com. Okay, signingorder.com, and make sure your profile is complete. Everything is answered. Okay. So that's what I'll be doing with that. And I think the main piece with that is I call too. So I build relationships, I start conversations. That's how I'm able to get a preferred list, an approved list, because I'm making those conversations, I'm making those relationships. You know, I go on their websites consistently. You know, I was talking to my mom and I was like, are you on Closing Exchange? And she was like, yeah, I'm not getting any work. I said, did you do their training? What training? My point. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to actually go through, love you. And but no, it's good. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing to do. The other thing that I do is I update my profiles with Ron to show that I do Ron. And so one thing I do when I update my profiles is I call and I say, when I'm having that conversation, hey, have you guys gotten into Ron yet? You know, and if they either say yes or no. And sometimes when they say yes, they'll say, yeah, oh, are you a Ron? Because Ron is still something that a lot of notaries have not gotten into. And so if you are doing Ron and e-notary, it's still a great time to dominate that space, because honestly, when you think about, and I was talking to somebody recently about that, a lot of notaries are intimidated about Ron because of the technical pieces behind it. And it can be what I've learned, because at first I was telling everybody, oh my gosh, do Ron. Since I've been training and helping people get into Ron, I now say you should do Ron if you understand. You should do Ron if you understand technology. And you don't have to be a website builder. You do not have to, speak in code, but you need to know what browsers are. You know, you need to know how to delete cache. You need to know what's a URL bar. You know, you need to know these things so you can properly navigate, technology and being online. And so that's what I say now. And it's not to say that I would never tell somebody they can't do something. What I would say is, if you want to do it, you need to invest in yourself and take some basic technology classes. There are free classes everywhere at this point on how to use the internet, on how to use browsers, on how to use computers, just to get a basic understanding of how that works before you even begin to try to learn how to use a platform. Then I say it's two phases to it. If you want to work as an e-notary and you want to work for companies that give you work, great, kudos to you, do that thing. But if you're like, I want to get my own clients, I'm going to tell you, if you do not know how to market online, okay, if you do not understand SEO, I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm saying that it may be challenging for you to do it, is what I'm saying, unless you decide to learn it. Okay. So if and that's just, when I say do it, I mean, like, you could get into it and get a call here or there. But if you're trying to really do it full time and keep consistent calls, if you don't understand how to market online, because most of your e-notary clients are not going to be someone that's around the corner, because guess what? They can walk into your building. Your clients can be across the country and across the world, and they're going on Google. And if you don't know how to rank on Google, you don't know how to maximize your website, your Google business page, run ads, how are they going to find you? Okay. That's my disclaimer. If you want to get into it on the independent side. Now, if you want to get into on the dependent side and work for companies that will give you work, you can absolutely do that. Okay. Disclaimer. Okay, that's now how I usually talk about Ron. And I have a lot of content that I'm going to be adding into Ron. I'm going to be adding scripts into Ron. I'm going to be adding more content on the independent side, because a lot of people have been asking about that. How can I get more clients on the independent side? So that's the next piece I'll be, downloading into the Ron training. And once you're in the training, you're in the training, you don't do anything else. You'll just see when the content gets added. Okay. So I'll be doing that. My phone keeps going off. It's Monday, or is it? Okay. So I'll be, and the other thing too is with e-notary. So with my e-notary portion, I showed you guys my website. What I do is I constantly go and I update, I add content. I'm adding a video today of a step-by-step process for my clients for how they will use my e-notary services. And so I'm constantly adding content, and this will go on my website, my Google business page. It's going to be, and I have a template that I also send people who like, oh, can I get e-notary services done? I send them that template. I'm going to upload that to the e-notary training too. What that does, it cuts down the back and forth of the questions. It's really simple. It's in writing. If you need it, it's in a video. Okay. Real easy. And that's what I want to do, because a lot of things, when things are complicated for people, they just walk away because it's like, I'm gonna come back. And so I really try to break everything down elementary level, because at that point I can close more deals with my e-notary clients. So that's what I'll be working on as well too. Now, inspections is the next piece that I put on my list to work on. There's a list of companies in the non-notary work course that you can sign up to start doing inspections. I'm not really going to do too much with them. I have another company. I have one company I need to update my profile with. I'm going to update that. And then I need to finally knock out this this little testing for one of my other companies for inspection. So I'm going to do that today. That's basically it. I'm not going to add too much content. Hey, Andrea! I'm not going to add too much content to the website about inspections, because most of them are going to come through those companies anyway. I am going to also add a weddings portion to my website, so people there'll be an intake form. I'm going to upload this intake form to the non-notary work course too. Now, you can use all of these documents. I recommend changing it and tweaking it with your color, your branding, tweaking it for you, like what works for you. Okay. And so I'm going to do that. Where'd it go? In my mind, I'm looking for non-notary work, and I can't find it. All right, let's try again. There it is. Ta-da. Oh, sugar booger. So I'm gonna upload and if you're interested in being a wedding officiant, definitely check it out. I have a whole lot of content I want to add about that too. So my intake form will be on there, but I'm also going to add that to my website, the intake form. Yes. How do you know I had ginger tea? I said that a little while ago. But anyway, now, thank you, Mom.
You're welcome. Good morning.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll be doing that with my weddings, optimizing that. With my weddings, the guy that I met, he told me all the tea of these companies I need to sign up with. He's going to actually come in and do some work with me here. We're going to fix one of the rooms to kind of optimize it to have weddings here at the Notary Business Center. And so there's and then he was telling me I need to get on these lists with all these courthouses. So I got to do that, run through those calls, and get on all these courthouses lists. But before I start going out to get clients, I want to add that intake form to my website. So that's automated as well. So everything that I do, I want to automate it as best as possible, because I don't want to get overwhelmed. I want it to be a smooth transaction with everything that I do. The weddings page on my page is also going to go to my wedding officiant business, which is separate. It's called Came for the Cake LLC, because I came for the cake. Okay, so it's Came for the Cake, and so I have to build another site. I have to build a website, but it's gonna be like basically like a landing page for Came for the Cake. Now, I'm telling y'all all the time, I'm not building that site. Okay, where am I going to go? If you can answer this correctly, you get a prize as well. I am not building that site. Where am I going? Who knows where I'm going? Rita, you don't know where I'm going? First of all, you cheated. Oh, my Shelly! Another notary is here. All right, wait, this is not Angelique, is it? Because you can't win again. I'm going to Fiverr. So send me an email, IB. I'll be right back. Okay. What's up, beautiful? Send me an email to info@Notary Notice so you get your prize too. I'm going to Fiverr. So I'm going to pay somebody on Fiverr like $100 to build this site for me, and I want it done in 24 hours. And it's done. You know, a lot of times what we do is we allow our limitations or things that's going to take us a longer time to do to stop us. And I'm fully aware of outsourcing and maximizing my time and my efforts. So could I spend the day building this website? Absolutely. Will I? Absolutely not. I'm going to pay somebody on Fiverr. I'm going to write in. Oh, you said it wasn't Angelique. I can't tell. I just wanted to make sure you couldn't win twice, but I love you. I want to make sure that it gets done, but I want to use my time effectively, you know, and that's a quick $100 is, you know, it's quick, fast, and it'll be done tomorrow, and I'm done. The video that I had done for my e-notary, Fiverr, all of that, man, if y'all are not on Fiverr, I don't know what y'all doing. Okay, I use Fiverr for, so much. Like I had recently, you know, used Fiverr. I handwritten a book, and I didn't want to type it up. So I scanned all the pages in and I sent it to somebody on Fiverr and I said, type up this whole book. Okay. I think I gave them like 5 days. I think they had it back to me in 3 days. Okay. I don't know what they charge. It won't hardly nothing. And the reason some of y'all feel bad when they say, oh, you only paid that person $50. Most of these people are in other countries and their currency is different. So for example, when I went to Costa Rica, y'all, I was going miles. Okay, some serious mileage and paying like $2 and $3. Okay, serious mileage and paying $2 to $3. I remember when I went to Costa Rica. I think I took like $2,000 with me on that trip. I came back with like 1,700, and that was still with me just like here, like tipping over because the cost of living is so low. So I think the average income, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, in Costa Rica, the annual average income in Costa Rica is $5,000 American annually. So the average person in Costa Rica makes $5,000 a year. Okay. And so in a lot of these countries, when we're saying, oh, I'll give you $30 or $50 to do that, to them, it's probably like, you know, $300, $500 to do it because of that currency. So I want to kind of highlight that because I know sometimes people, you know, say, oh, that's too low, but it's the currency is different there. Okay. That's why, you know, not to get into it too much. That's why a lot of companies, you know, hire out of the country. That's why. But and I'm gonna turn the page. Okay. Don't do that. Don't do that. You said don't. Am I gonna open a new book? Where did I stay in Costa Rica? I stayed in Jaco Beach. I was in Jaco, and I stayed at this awesome, amazing yoga resort. It was called Asana Vida. That's where I stayed. Oh my gosh, best time of my life. Okay. What? When I wasn't here? And that's fine. I'll go back real quick. Listen, I love me some Costa Rica. What's it called? Pura Vida, the pure life. I will tell you, Costa Rica was the most amazing experience. Oh my gosh. Of my life. Okay. Of my life.
What movie?
Okay.
What movie?
No, childbirth was not fun. Yeah.
Just tell them what movie of my this is of my life. Of my life. You know?
Was that Monsters Inc? Yeah, I was guessing. Okay. All right. So what's that?
Watch us and die or something.
Oh, so you're gonna print them? Oh, yeah, but that's going. Okay, we can talk about it. I'm gonna tell you in a second. First of all, now, can you share the people that you use on Fiverr? I use so many different people on Fiverr that what I do on Fiverr is I always use a top seller or a level 2. Okay, and I look at their ratings. Top seller, level 2. That's it. And then look at their work. And a lot of times what I do is I message them beforehand. If it's something simple, like typing up written text, you can't really mess that up. But if it's like graphics and video and website builds, then I'm going to message them first and say, hey, this is the project I need to get done. Can you do it? And I spell it out what I'm looking for before I pay for it. Because granted, you can get a refund, but who wants to do that? Wait 3 to 5 business days. Right? I'd rather make sure before I pay that you can do what I'm looking for. Okay. But yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. Did I miss anything? Then I'm going to work on title companies. If I can get the title companies, I work on that too. Work on the, I'm going to recreate a new email template and a flyer for that. And then I'll upload it into the Go Direct to Title training. That's what I'll do. I'll add that to the Go Direct to Title training. So that way you can use that when you're marketing, with your title companies and things like that. So where is my Go Direct to Title? Could be anywhere, darling. It could be anywhere. Okay. It's on there. I feel like I'm scrolling past it. I'm looking at it too much. If you guys did not get the government contracting series, definitely go grab it while it's on 70% off, because that was a good training. I'm just looking at all of our trainings here. And business grants is good. I just put out an email and I put a post about some grants that I found recently. Oh, here it goes. Go Direct to Title. There it goes. Oopsie. I want to do a LinkedIn training and put it in the marketing one, in the social media marketing. But I know I'm not going to get to that today. It's on my list of things to do. All right. So that's what I'm going to be working on today. I hope that helped you guys out a lot, to help you as far as where you're going in the notary space. I hope I gave you guys some homework. Don't forget to register for the Launch Ron and Notary Explosion. Notary Explosion, super early bird ends on Friday. So go to our events page. You can register for that. And then I have all of them. Yes, let's get it. I love it. Launch Ron is December 3rd. And Notary Explosion is, I got you, Andrea. Send me an email so I know what you need help with, darling. All right, sugar to boogers. I love you guys. You're all be awesome on purpose. I will see you guys away go. And am I missing anything? I think I got everything. Until the next times, happies to the signing. Hey guys, have you had a chance to get a copy of my new book, The Ultimate Ron Guide? If you are ready to build a remote online notary business, then this book is what you need. In this book, I give you all the information that you need to know in order to build a successful remote online business, no matter what state you're in, as long as your state authorizes remote online notarizations. Head on over to Amazon today and get your copy. You'll be glad you did.
Interested in working remotely from home with the ability to set your own schedule? Then contact Notary to Notary. Our online training program teaches individuals everywhere how to create and run successful notary businesses nationwide. Whether you're looking for supplemental or full-time income, we'll teach you the benefits of being a business owner, including time and financial freedom. Visit notarytonotary.com to learn more about our training program.